Got some questions.
What have you seen out of the first few days of practice?
I've seen a group that's eager to learn. I think they're going to try and do it the way we're asking them to do it, and it's all been very positive up to this point.
Brent Brewer moved to linebacker. Do you like what you see?
I like Brent at linebacker. It gives us another dimension, gives us more speed on the field, and it looks like we're going to be able to hold up back there at the safety position. So I think it's been a very good move for us. Yeah.
At what point do you start installing your scheme?
Well, we actually started a little before we got to practice, so that it would be more of a review when we got here, and we're not, installing new every day.
Do you like the retention you've seen so far?
Very good retention. A few things here and there, as always, but by and large, I think it's been pretty good.
What do you think your defensive end? I know there's been a lot of talk about searching for some pass rush. Dynamics off the
we do need to improve our pass rush, and we can't blitz every time to get a pass rush either. Otherwise you're just putting your secondary in a bind all the time. But I thought Jancek, did some good things today. Corey Miller. So obviously I haven't had a chance to see the film. I may feel differently after I watch the film, but right now I think those guys are. I love working with these guys. They're trying to do everything we're asking them to do. They're up in meetings. They're paying attention. They're excited. So everything's been really positive. Are we where we want to be at? No, by no means. But I think we're making progress every day.
Coach, when you look at that linebacker group, besides AJ, you have a lot of older guys, no one really established. How do you go along trying to find the guys that fit perfectly, or not perfectly, fit best there, I guess?
It's a matter of time. It's a matter of time. You're going to have to, put guys in there, let them have some reps and see what they can do. Obviously, there's things in meetings with retention and, conversations with coaches that have to take place. So it's an ongoing evaluation.
When do you expect to see some separation out of those guys? Because you have guys like Fugit, Sapp. I mean, a lot of guys have been here for a while, but just haven't played it.
Yeah, that'll take care of itself. I don't really anticipate, when that will take place, but we're going to have to make some decisions here as we go along so that we're getting the right guys reps. That's really what I'm concerned with. I don't want to be repping a guy just to rep a guy. I want to make sure that we're getting the guys that have to get the reps, those reps. So
this group's been through a lot of different defenses in the last few years. Do you think that might be of some help, that they've seen a lot of different ways to do it, and so they understand just concepts or not?
I don't know. I've thought about that, but I haven't drawn a conclusion one way or the other. I've really been just focused on these guys and their attitude. And do they make mistakes? Yeah. Are they sometimes out of position? Yeah. But from day one to day two, a lot of the mistakes that they made, we got corrected. So I thought it was positive.
What do you think overall in the first day in pads? I know the game changes dynamics a little bit when you
I think we're a poor tackling defense right now. I see poor fundamentals when it comes to tackling. I see guys on the ground. There's a lot of things that we got to get cleaned up in terms of tackling. Guys going to their knees and falling down. You can't play championship defense when you're doing those things.
How much of that is maybe the first day in pads in a while, or is it just?
I don't know. I just look at the result, and we can't have that. So we got to get it corrected.
But from a conditioning standpoint, and stuff,
we're out of shape. We're out of shape. They got to get in better shape, and that doesn't happen overnight. We practice fast. It's a high tempo. We got pads on now, so restriction breathing. A lot of anxiety. First day of pads hitting. So yeah, they're out of shape right now.
I heard there's a good want to by these guys. So even though it's the first day in pads, and you're saying you like the conditioning and the tackling and all these things to improve, the fact that this team seems to have a pretty good veteran leadership about it, even if they're not necessarily proven on the field, does that make you feel, I don't want to say optimistic, but feel good about their chances to go out there and improve?
Yeah, it's nice when you have older guys. They're more comfortable. They've heard more football, so you're able to, they're kind of able to adapt and adjust and pick up things a lot quicker. So yeah, certainly having some older guys and more experience helps us.
Did you watch a lot of film of last year's defense?
I've watched just about every game. Yeah.
Did you see a lot of the poor tackling in those?
Yeah, I saw poor tackling. And I don't want to talk bad. That was in the past. I saw some things that we need to improve on, and that's our goal.
You talked about